here.
That was rather...
I know, wow.
I don't know. All right, can you ask?
Well, thank you for doing that. It's me. Right.
Where are you? Stand up.
I can't.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Right here.
It's you. It's me. Did I see you yesterday?
You did, sweetheart.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Just an observation and a comment. I think that when you compare the other actors that play the other captains, the men, I think what you did so differently is that you brought so many different parts of humanity into your character. You were strong, yes, you were a leader, but you were also not afraid to be compassionate and show your curiosity and your opinions. And you were just, it was amazing. You showed all these different parts, all these different character traits, and you weren't afraid of that. And I think that's a testament to you. It was very courageous of you to do that.
Oh, God. Thank you very much for what I possibly say. That was my hope. You know, you can't better the men in terms of their chivalry, their courage, their extraordinary range of talent. Second, Picard, Adrian Brooks. The only way you can possibly best them is to be your best self. So I thought I will bring to the same way everything that I can possibly bring that Mulgrew also owns, right? And I thought that humanity would be the best thing. And it did win, it did win. Yes, who's next? Thank you. Crying today. Yes. Very large. Yes. Darling, go.
I mean, like everybody else here, I've been drawing influenced by Star Trek. Now, grew up too Trekkie for parents and so on and so forth. I'm in biomedical research. But you've also touched on you didn't touch on the other thing that Janeway meant to women in military leadership. Like many people in this room, I'm a veteran, and on one of my most difficult assignments, how many times you thought the words, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. That's not me, that's others. And a lot of veterans are Star Trek fans. On one of my most difficult assignments, there were two things that kept me going. Reruns and video feeds.
You would be close.
We were playing Voyager at the time of day that I actually had access to television, and getting to see a female leader. I was in a combat arms branch, which is maybe 5% female, 16 weeks in the officer corps. So seeing Janeway has been that military leadership. How did the military leadership aspect, I mean, you seem to be more focused on the science, which as a scientist myself is important, but did you think about your role?
Oh, no, not at all. She says that her great love, Janeway's love was science, but her discipline was military. Oh, as humanity. I would say the key word was sacrifice, and then just beneath that was loneliness, the solitude of the position. I have learned a respect for women in the military as a result of playing that role that I never suspected in my wildest dreams that I would feel. Because I know that it supersedes and surpasses anything remotely female as we have been enculturated to know it. It's neither female nor male, but it is deeply brave and it is deeply fine. And I think that it is the discipline of, just as you said, that beautiful phrase, to sacrifice. You better repeat it. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. This is inherent in the leaders and inherent in, I think, anybody who takes a military position. So, thank you very much, and thank you for your time.
How are you? Good, how are you? I have a comment before I have a question. And
my family is all Star Trek fans. I was in my crib humming The Next Generation. I don't know how we're training into that.
This is frightening. Have you ever seen a 3-month-old sleep? Me too. Yes, go on.
So, but when I was older and confident, you were the first Star Trek that I saw. And I want to say that I grew up in a house, it's a military house, all of my brothers are military. And it's such a great honor to have that in your family, to have the honor and to have role models that stand up and are, you know, fierce and loyal. But I was a girl, and mostly my family was guys, and then I saw you, who was not just, like a lot of, I think, that I come up, were not just characters that was written for a man but was played by a woman. But you were a strong, commanding woman, and you were not afraid to be a woman. And find that balance between wanting to be a woman, and it wasn't an either-or, a woman or a commander, you were a woman commander.
It's truly an interesting point in history, especially for you in your generation. You can't be old. How old are you?
I'm 17.
17. The beauty queen. It's all kind of
Older than 30.
She's truly a girl. She's truly a girl. When you ask men that, they go absolutely white and say, I have no idea about age. You have your whole life ahead of you. I want you to listen to me carefully now. What's your name?
My name's Savannah.
What is it?
Savannah.
Savannah. You have a house full of brothers
I
and
have
a father.
and uncles.
Okay, and uncles.
No father.
Okay, but you have you, right? Here's what I think you need to do, and here's what I'd love you to be able to do, and your generation. That my generation just caught the sense of, not the wave. You can catch the wave. Be completely and utterly yourself, and all will be well. Don't make it about men and women. Make it about the beauty of being yourself, and the gift of being a woman within that. Do you understand? I think the division, the divisiveness has always been the men are pitted against the women it doesn't make any difference. There are two genders. And by the way, women are 51% of the population. It is already equal in nature's eyes, and in God, if you believe in God. So all we have to do is own it. Have you ever noticed how men calm down instantly when a woman is herself? And they're absolutely their best selves then, right? Everybody gets it. It's when we falsify it, and we lean back into a culture that is antique and no longer a part of anything. So be yourself, Savannah, all right? It doesn't mean you have to be this. Just be your best self. That means to be great, all right? Thank you. You have a question? What is it?
What's the funniest story, or one of the funniest stories you can take from the behind the scenes of Voyager?
7 years.
With
those boys. I have lots of funny stories, but they were not funny at the time. No, they're not funny at 4 in the morning on a Saturday, and you've been shooting for almost 22 hours. And it's your close-up, and all of the boys have been taken care of because they're naughty by nature.